everyone, and welcome to a new episode from our series of episodes in order to discuss and discover all the neglected sites at very magnificent city, which is Karafa city, or the cemetery, the city of the dead. So our role here to uncover and show you all the sites of this city and of this location and all the sultans and rulers who decided to build there. So our location of today is a very beautiful mosque which is belonging to a very powerful sultan who ruled Egypt during the Mamluk period. I'm certainly talking about Sultan al-Ashraf Inal. Sultan Ashraf Inal, or Inal, is a Mamluk sultan ruled Egypt during a period called Mamluk period. As we have three parts of the rule of the Mamluks, which is firstly Bahri Mamluks, and then Burji Mamluks, and then Circassians. It's also Mamluks. However, they gain these terms because of their origins, as their location. For example, for the Bahari Mamluks, they are located at the banks of the Nile River. So the word Bahari here refers to that the people who lived there could see the water in front of them. So that's what they called Bahari. And then the term of Mamluk, Burji Mamluk, which means towers. Burji here means towers. That's why these type of Mamluks were lived and located inside the towers. So that's why they called Burji Mamluks. And finally, Circassians, that name derives from their origin. So that's why they called Circassians. And basically, Sultan al-Nal lived during both of these parts, the Burji Mamluks and the Circassians. About this location and why this mosque is very important for the scholars and the archaeologists, it's basically something simple, because this mosque gained its magnificent and its important from its founder, which is Sultan Inal. So firstly, who is the Sultan Inal? He is one of the sultans who ascended the throne at very young age. However, he wasn't a sultan by one day. Firstly, he held very important positions such as Amir, Kabir, and Chief Diwidar, and Amir of 40. Amir here is Arabic word which refers to prince. So all these terms and all these titles are Turkey titles. After he ascended the throne in 1451 and passing away a few years later, his reign is remembered as a period of stability and prosperity in Egypt. So the complex that he constructed is basically not by one day, because it's a huge complex has been pulled together, but not at the same time. Because previously there stood a mausoleum, khanqa, and the mosque itself, and sabil, zawiya within the huge compound. However, these structures were not constructed together at the same time or at the same period, as he firstly constructed the mausoleum during his reign as a prince or emir. Then he added the other sections and erected a wall around them all after becoming a sultan, just to prevent any chaos inside the mosque. About the building itself, the building has a mosque-style eastern facade with a gateway that crayon vaults. The lone minaret, which is separated from the main building by a wall rather than being joined, is located to the left of the gateway. The mausoleum itself is located to the right and is only connected to the main building by a wall. And the mosque's roof is higher than the rectangular base of the dome. So the dome of the tomb and the base of the minaret frequently raised above the level of the roof in the Mamluk architecture, with the exception of certainly in Nasser Muhammad's minarets at the citadel of Saladin, which are different since the mosque underwent later remodeling. So different elements of Inal complex were constructed at different eras here as well. So the tomb dome, which is located in the space between the complex's eastern and northern facades, is underwhelming in size, and it is made of stone that has been carved in a zigzag pattern, but the carved loops on its base are filled with blue glass post bowls. Additionally, the mosque's northern front features a portal composed of a conch on stalactites. A projecting structure to the right of the mausoleum on the same alignment has been recognized as a Sabil Kutab, which means fountain and primary poetry school. Another building with its own entrance is located even farther to the right, on the complex's western boundary, and its inscriptions dates back to the 1454 AD, and it's most probably served as Khanqa. And despite being completely destroyed, the Khanqa is enormous residential duplexes and related dependencies, each with a toilet with flowing water, remain testament to its significance as foundation. And the remnants of Ka or meeting hall can also be found there, and the minarets, that elegant minaret that we could see from here, was most likely constructed in 1451 as well, because its base is level with the base of the dome. So, as is common with minarets from the 15th century, its shaft is entirely made of stone and intricately carved. Here is a plan clarifying everything that we have discussed about the whole complex, the mausoleum, the minarets, and the madrasa, khanqa, and everything was originally constructed at the final result of this compound or this complex. Finally, Sultan Inal's family actually has sole wife called Zainab bint Ghasib, and he has two children, one of them called Ahmad and the second one called Muhammad. So all of them are commemorated by the four senators located in the tomb chamber itself. Finally, Sultan Inal's family actually has sole wife called Zainab bint Ghasib, and he has two children, one of them called Ahmad and the second one called Muhammad. So all of them are commemorated by the four senators located in the tomb chamber itself.